5:36 p.m. Gusty winds and saturated ground will likely result in falling trees through tonight. Easterly winds gusting around 30 miles per hour combined with very wet ground will likely result in trees toppling through tonight. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees, and isolated power outages are possible. Avoid driving through wooded areas and down power lines. If you live near large trees, consider staying in the interior of the lowest level of your home tonight to protect yourself from falling trees. Several trees have already been toppled this afternoon. Winds should diminish late tonight. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Flood watch remains in effect through Monday evening. The flood watch continues for a portion of central Pennsylvania, including the following areas: Adams, Bedford, Blair, Cambria, Cameron, Clearfield, Columbia, Cumberland, Dauphin, Elk, Franklin, Fulton, Huntington, Juniata, Lancaster, Lebanon, McKean, Mifflin, Montour, Northern Center, Northern Clinton, Northern Lycoming, Northumberland, Perry, Potter, Schuylkill, Snyder, Somerset, Southern Center, Southern Clinton, Southern Lycoming, Sullivan, Tioga, Union, Warren, and York. Through Monday evening, rain will fall heavy at times over western areas and become heavier over eastern and northern areas during the day today into the overnight. Rain will then continue heavy at times Monday. Expect the possibility of flooding along regional streams and creeks, as well as in normal low-lying areas. Review flood safety and preparedness information at weathergovernor/flood. Turn around, don't drown. This is the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Station KEC 83, broadcasting from the National Weather Service office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 162.400 MHz from an antenna located in Pikesville, Maryland. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Flood watch remains in effect through late tonight. The flood watch continues for portions of Maryland, the District of Columbia, Virginia, and West Virginia, including the following areas: in Maryland, Anne Arundel, Carroll, Central and Eastern Central and Southeast Howard, Central and Southeast Montgomery, Extreme Western Allegheny, Frederick, Maryland, Northern Baltimore, Northwest Hartford, Northwest Howard, Northwest Montgomery, East Hartford, Southern Baltimore, and Washington, District of Columbia. In Virginia, Arlington Falls Church and Alexandria, Clark, Culpeper, Eastern Loudoun, Fairfax, Frederick, Virginia, Greene, Madison, Northern Fauquier, Northern Virginia Blue Ridge, Orange, Page, Prince William, Manassas and Manassas Park, Rappahannock, Rockingham, Shenandoah, Southern Fauquier, Warren, and Western Loudoun. In West Virginia, Berkeley, Eastern Grant, Eastern Mineral, Eastern Pendleton, Hampshire, Hardy, Jefferson, Morgan, Western Grant, and Western Pendleton. Through late tonight, moderate to locally heavy rain is expected into tonight. Average rainfall amounts around 2 to 4 inches are expected during this time, with local possible. The soaking rain will cause creeks and streams to gradually rise, possibly out of their banks. Flooding of urban areas is possible as well. The flood watch means there is a potential for flooding based on current forecasts. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following counties, in Maryland, Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Carroll, Frederick, Hartford, Howard, and Montgomery, and the Maryland city of Baltimore. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has extended the flood warning for Carroll County in north central Maryland, Baltimore City, northern Anne Arundel County in central Maryland, Howard County in central Maryland, northern Montgomery County in central Maryland, Harford County in northern Maryland, Frederick County in north central Maryland, Baltimore County in northern Maryland, until 9:30 p.m. Sunday. At 3:02 p.m., reporting gauges indicated flooding is occurring on Bruce Pipe Creek in Bruceville. The latest stage reported was at 9.12 feet. At 8 feet, the Kaysville-Bruceville Road begins to flood. The gauge along the Patapsco River at Elk Ridge continues to indicate that high water is located along Hammond's Ferry Road and Furnace Avenue, potentially leading to road closures. Other streams in the area may also be experiencing flooding. 2 to 3 inches of rain have already fallen, with up to an additional inch of rain possible through this evening. Some locations may experience flooding include Baltimore, Columbia, Germantown, Frederick, Bowie, Severn, Pikesville, Crofton, Middle River, Cottisville, Westminster, Bridge, Damascus, Aberdeen, Havre de Grace, Riviera Beach, Thurmond, Pittsburgh, Aberdeen Proving Ground, and Baltimore Washington Airport. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A flood warning means that flooding is imminent or occurring. All interested parties should take necessary precautions immediately. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flood warning for the Potomac River at Point of Rocks from Monday evening until further notice. At 6 p.m. Sunday, the stage was 5.0 feet and rising. Flood stage is 16.0 feet. Minor flooding is forecast. Forecast. Rise above flood stage by early tomorrow evening and crest near 19.1 feet by early Tuesday evening. Impact. At 20.0 feet, the boat ramp and lower parking lot at Point of Rocks are flooded. Water approaches the water treatment plant in Brunswick. Farmland behind the Tarrar Vineyard is flooded. Flood history. This crest compares to a previous crest of 18.2 feet on October 31st, 2012. National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a flood warning for the Potomac River at Edwards Ferry from Monday evening until further notice. At 6 p.m. Sunday, the stage was 8.7 feet and rising. Flood stage is 15.0 feet. Moderate flooding is forecast. Forecast. Rise above flood stage by late tomorrow evening and crest near 18.3 feet by early Wednesday morning. Impact. At 18.5 feet, the parking lot at Edwards Ferry is completely covered by water. The parking lot at Seneca is partially flooded. Flood history. This crest compares to a previous crest of 17.9 feet on May 20th, 2018. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following counties, in Maryland, Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Carroll, Frederick and Howard, and the Maryland Independent City of Baltimore. A flood warning remains in effect until 9:30 p.m. for Carroll County in north-central Maryland, northern Anne Arundel and Howard counties in central Maryland, Frederick County in north-central Maryland, and Baltimore counties in northern Maryland and Baltimore. At 6:38 p.m., reporting pages indicated flooding is ongoing across the area, as well as numerous road closures. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following county, Anne Arundel, Maryland. Coastal flood warning remains in effect until 10 a.m. Monday. Coastal flood watch in effect from Monday morning through late Tuesday night. Baltimore, Maryland/Washington has issued a coastal flood watch, which is in effect from Monday morning through late Tuesday night. Locations, shoreline in Anne Arundel County. Tidal departure, near 2 feet above normal. Timing, around the time of high tide. The next high tides in Annapolis are at 6:16 a.m. and 6:39 p.m. Monday. Impacts. The boardwalk at Annapolis City Dock is expected to be underwater, with numerous buildings flooded. Water also will affect several locations near City Dock, including portions of Compromise Street and several streets on the Naval campus. Shoreline inundation up to 2 feet above ground is likely in other low-lying areas. A coastal flood warning means that flooding is occurring or imminent. Coastal residents in the warned area should be alert for rising water and take appropriate action to protect life and property. A coastal flood watch means that conditions favorable for flooding are expected to develop. Coastal residents should be alert for later statements or warnings and take action to protect property. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. For the following county, District of Columbia, coastal flood warning remains in effect until 2 p.m. Monday. Coastal flood watch remains in effect from Monday afternoon through late Tuesday night. Locations, shoreline in the District of Columbia. Tidal departure, near 2 feet above normal. Timing, around the time of high tide. High tide at Washington Channel is happening now, and happens again at 8:59 a.m. Monday morning. Impacts. Flooding is expected at the D.C. Seafood Market and in portions of East Potomac Park. Water is expected to cover the boardwalk at Washington Harbor. Shoreline inundation up to 2 feet above ground is possible elsewhere. A coastal flood warning means that flooding is occurring or imminent. Coastal residents in the warned area should be alert for rising water and take appropriate action to protect life and property. A coastal flood watch means that conditions favorable for flooding are expected to develop. Coastal residents should be alert for later statements or warnings and take action to protect property. And now a special weather statement from your National Weather Service. Issued at 5:36 p.m. Gusty winds and saturated ground will likely result in falling trees through tonight. Easterly winds gusting around 30 miles per hour combined with very wet ground will likely result in trees toppling through tonight. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees, and isolated power outages are possible. Avoid driving through wooded areas and down power lines. If you live near large trees, consider staying in the interior of the lowest level of your home tonight to protect yourself from falling trees. Several trees have already been toppled this afternoon.